Going to clip this. If it'll allow me. Hold on. Going to clip this. If it'll allow me. Hold on. Going to clip this. If it'll allow me. Hold on. Going to clip this. If it'll allow me. Hold on. Damn it. Going to clip this. If it'll allow me. Hold on. Damn it.
Alright, hold on everybody, making some
Going
final
to clip this.
things to do.
If it'll allow me. Hold on. Damn it.
Alright.
Going to
Hello.
clip this.
So, before we get to the game, I made something.
If it'll allow me. Hold on.
And this is to keep track of which stuff in DVD we've been doing, and it's for the killers. Since the 13th is coming up, I already ranked my doctor's final rank color. And actually, just yesterday, I got into Eerie 1. And this is what I have now. I have each of the killers that are out now that I can play, or should be able to play, but some of them are, of course, DLC, so I can't play all of them. But I have them all. And yeah, this is how we're going to keep track of our emblems on them, see how far we came with them. And in the future, if we want to retry getting them to Eerie, we will be doing that too. But with that being said, let's get to the game. That is what we're... The killer thing. So, what I have basically is any time that is the end of the rank system, it'll be the 13th. I go ahead and look at my rank on killer for that rank system, and pardon me, and I will go to them and be like, this is how far we came with them, and put their last rank color on. Which I think it will be an easier way for all of us to keep track of how some of them aren't as easy as others think they are and all that. Like, Dr. Good God, I have like 3 games and 1 pickup left just to get them. And last night on my day off, I was playing it, and I ran into a group where 3 of them bought it and 1 stayed. And it was Lara Croft that stayed. So the only right thing that I did was, and had my morals set out straight, was the Lara gets to live, and we both hunted down the bots. Which was pretty nice. So yeah, if we do get to Eerie 1 before the end of the month of where they reset, then we'll give them Eerie if we have them on Eerie. If not, then we go to, on the 12th, we'll look at our final ranking, what color it is, and put it on there.
My advice? Take this contract.
You want me to intentionally allow a Dilophosaur to kill a Velociraptor? Are people seeing this? Do I have anybody in here? Yeah, we already have a Dilophosaur in here. Oh, what's wrong, buddy? Oh, not enough forest. Alright, so that way we don't have... anything like that going on. There we go. You're a happy baby now, aren't you? Creepy up close. Your social can actually be up, so let's make another Dilophosaur. And how you doing? And in here we're gonna make another dinosaur. I believe is the Ankylosaur. Yeah. 315. Yikes. Oh, we already have 2 in here. We already have an Ankylo. Once this gets close to the end of population, we'll make a new enclosure. Because as we've all seen, the Dilophosaurs aren't really the best at that. It's only 3 years old. Nice. Yeah, Dilophosaurs have 42, while Velociraptors have 48. Wait. Huh. So Dilophosaurus should just win. But it doesn't. Why? That's weird. Oh, and I would also like to thank Waffles and Deviga for following me even though I was off stream. I'm pretty sure that I've seen you guys in a round last night. I'm not sure. I'm very bad with my memory. But yeah. Thank you guys very much. We really might want to get some more genomes. And also some more guest facilities. So let's go ahead and do this. And I don't know what these do. Reduces storm damage by 40% abilities within the large radius. Okay. So if we put another one right by it, then it'll be 80%, right? We should also probably do that for a wide variety of area.
Find the perfect gift at our new souvenir shop.
We're just gonna be expecting the worst.
I think you're up to tackling this
Oh,
contract.
we could do that.
At least look it over.
But I recently found out the reason why there's Battle Infamy is because some people actually do enjoy that. And I'm just like, but why though? Why do I want my dinosaurs to fight? Alright, so storm protection should be up and going. It's at least 90% covered. There we go. Actually, speaking of, I actually want to see if we get a dinosaur that I like in this game. Oh, we cannot. Dang. Maybe in one of the future games. Again, I have heard that they are making a Jurassic World 3 or Evolution 3. Not Jurassic World 3 because there already is. But hopefully in there, my favorite dinosaurs in it, or in the second one. I'm not like upset about it. It's just I think all dinosaurs should be included in all these games. No, of course, if it were, I wouldn't make any of them diverge from one another. So it's quite understandable. Having that right there is like, okay. Oh, we should be able to get our expedition center here soon. What's our available power? Not good. So we're gonna wait, get more power, and then go on from there. We can get more power. That's not work. we can wait to get the expedition center, and then we'll get some more genomes. And then build an extraction center. Shit. Keep on forgetting what all we need to do. Though, of course, our other island is booming. Since this was the second island that we unlocked by, I think, brute force, we'll go to here next. Terminate this one.
Here's something that you might find interesting. I did.
Alright.
We need to keep looking for other dinosaurs we may be able to domesticate. Well, more accurately, put on the road to domestication. The way we'll be able to control them is by letting them control themselves, their natural hierarchy. That means we need more samples. This expedition can help.
Yes, I know, Owen. I'm getting to it. So we need to go to Larinia Formation. So where is that? We can do 2 birds with 1 stone. In fact, we're about to do 3 stones with 1 stone. And I really hope I did not butcher that word.
Congratulations are in order, and thanks, too. So, this is me giving you both.
I like that guy. Questionable ethics, but I like him. Well, because we can, we'll also make a restroom. With that very tiny room we got right there. Because I'm realizing yeah, we're gonna have a restroom.
Find the right attire at our new trade shop.
Actually. Two birds, one stone.
Security requires vigilance and commitment to the task at hand. You've proven yourself at that.
Nice job. I feel like we are starting to understand one another.
There's a dinosaur that we don't have. So, how can I forget?
Contracts are the bread and butter of our work. And who doesn't like more bread?
I'm like trying to make sure that I can get this right. Is that over here? There we go. Probably some point we're gonna have to come over here, flatten it to about this level. Then getting to like over here and here. Actually, it's pretty flattened out. I don't think we have to worry about it. Like, we had to form this to make sure that we can like do a lot. So. Nice. I really do hope that everybody's day is going well, though. Again, I know this is a niche game for viewers, because majority of people don't like these types of games. But the very few who do, is kind of like, hell yeah. But I like games like this because not only is it something fun to do and experience, it gives me time to talk to you guys, as always. The more I can talk to you guys, the more I feel connected to you guys, you know? Just waiting on money for the extraction center. There we go. Oh look, that little gap that we had right there? What gap is there? We corrected it. And then we can put a research center right here. We are thinking about the future. That way we can see if we can't get an amber. Speaking of, I actually do want to see if we can't. Youngosaurus. Why does that look familiar? Oh, that's why. In our other park. Right. Yo, Chung. We got a Chung. Where is he? Oh, he looks so adorable. I'll wait till we have more Gino. Or at least more money. Because cheese. Boom, see?
When things go wrong, who do they turn to first? You guessed it. So consider this contract part of us always being ready.
Sure. Platinum. Nice. Getting some decent bucks.
Please be advised that our weather forecasts predict an incoming storm. Ladies and gentlemen, our weather forecast has been updated. Storm warning level persisting.
There it is.
In response to the adverse weather, please take cover until the conditions
Impressive work.
Handing over the wheel.
Interesting. I think we managed to make a system where everything seems protected. Hell yeah. I forgot that there was a shelter up here. The only thing it doesn't really cover is right here, but that's fine. Those are the tiniest distance. Oh, look at this. Everybody's fine. This is responsible of- There we go. This will be much better. I guess it won't give us an amber.
Protecting our guests is, of course, our first priority. But our second priority is continuing to improve our security profile. This new contract could help us do that. So it's important that you consider it.
Like me, you want reliable power.
Asset in range.
Got her.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
I'm finally learning the nature of the Nice. You guys are well aware there's a fire right there, right? That damaged my ass. Add task. Repair.
Responding to repair request.
That's the only thing that took damage. And it was an 80% coverage. That goes to show people that even if you are prepared, there's still going to be a bit of damage from a storm. And that's fine.
Heading
Let's
to
go
the
ahead
feeder
and
now. Adding to
supply
the list.
these. Heavy steel. As you can say with the concrete, there's concrete evidence. Electrified concrete, huh?
Electrified heavy. I like how we got electrified heavy before we got heavy. That speaks wonders. Security, innovation, and science. These aren't good because if you look down here, we aren't that high in any of them. So let's just do ACU, I guess. Ah, yes, that's a building constraint. We could definitely do something out here. For my sakes. Ah, they just took a little damage. Yeah, it's fine. Then we can make another power station right here. Speaking of, so that we are very prepared. Nah. It's at a restaurant. Research complete. Monorail, that's 2 million. Let's not focus on that then. Expedition. Let's go to China. Iron Nabozo. Nabozo. And now we have our heavy steel. Research complete.
I've got something for you, if you're interested.
I can't really do that just yet, because the Dilophosaurs are gonna go and try to kill it. Wrong one. We're gonna get this to at least 3 stars, this island, because I think there's only like 1 island that unlocks from it. No. We might have to actually get it to 5 stars. Because Dig Team Bravo? What is that? What is Dig Team Bravo? An additional offshore dig team can be sent on separate expeditions to find fossils and minerals. Oh, so we have Dig Team Alpha, and now we're gonna get a Dig Team Bravo. Okay. So not really that important. So yeah, we're gonna stick to getting this to 3 and then go to another island. Oh. Burb. Extract DNA, and we're gonna keep on going towards that one because this is promising. I don't know why sometimes it caps off dig sites for certain DNA when it gets to a certain percentage of genomes.
Way to bring this thing home.
Hell yeah. We definitely do need entertainment contracts.
You're a natural at this. But you knew that already, I suspect. Still, good job completing that contract.
This new contract just came in, and it has your name written all over it.
Jeez, alright. Platform.
With a rep like yours, you'll soon have the loyalty of the entire security division.
Go and substation. There it is. Boom.
Well done expanding the facility and getting those new buildings constructed.
We can get monorails. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got 2 places we can get Velociraptors. Okay. Mongolia and China. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We're at 64%. So let's go ahead and go back to here for more. Do I have all the stuff unlocked? I got toy shop. The hatchery capacity I have. Alright, let's do Lambert's thing.
I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather offer this contract to than you. Hmm? That's no lie. It's not really the truth either, but whatever.
Oh, wait a minute, what type of dinosaur? A Nositoceratops, huh? Sir, where am I gonna find stuff for that? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Nositoceratops. This entire time I have another dinosaur I can get. And I don't pay attention. How am I not surprised? Considering it took me a couple streams to realize I can move my map. Wait, how much stuff can I research? Wait, when did I get 2 research teams? I'm sorry? Let's see that. Because why not? Available power 1. Yikes. Yeah, we're gonna need, what am I doing? I keep on forgetting I have upgrades.
This contract looks important and worthy of consideration.
This is where it starts. Get this part right, and then we can talk about the rest.
Unused power 11. There we go. Few fossils. Nasuceratops. Asura. Asuto. Oh. These are actually almost complete. Brain aging. I got no idea what brain aging is. Actually, I need to search that up. See how good that is a thing. Oh, okay. So, do we want our dinosaurs well beyond our comprehension of thinking? Is what I'm getting at. Accuracy. Let's do accuracy. We're at 74 with Velociraptors. Nice. Monorail.
I'm not a fan of long walks, and it seems your guests agree with me. Increase your transport coverage and help us all take a load off.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'm thinking here. Alright, I think I got something. That's not what I meant to do. This. There's something for people, so let's go to road tour.
I'm not sure if you're gunning for my job. But with numbers like yours, you deserve it.
Well, thank you. As much as some of your guys' line of thinking is concerning, very much thank you. There we go. There. Now that that's complete. Also build one. Right here. Boom.
You up for a new challenge? Well, then you are gonna want to see this new contract.
When you think of power, think of me. Cabot Finch. Reliable, dependable, and not at all full of himself. Though he should be.
Go. Why are you saying that? Huh. Find a way. There we go. I like how the substation reaches the building, but it says it has no power. Maybe once it's done constructing, it'll say it. God, that's taking longer than I expected. Oh. Okay, so I guess it's not liking that. How is this building constrained? What? Oh, right. That's more bad. Or I guess aren't gonna like that. There's a rail to nowhere. And then a rail to somewhere. So let's just deactivate this
Attention,
one.
island personnel. A new monorail station has opened, and guests will be arriving shortly.
Activate this one. That way they can all come over here. Build another power station. How is too expensive? There we go. There we go. We solved it, figured it out. That took a lot longer than it should have, I will admit. Actually, let's go ahead and extract this one. We'll hopefully get at least 16% from this amber. Here's hoping. But if not, we'll just go ahead and go collect more. Oh, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the island.
Oh, there's not a rail connecting that? I thought there was. There we go. I guess over here can be our new enclosure area.
how we do. Am I right?
Dr. Dewar here with another contract for you to look over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience during your visit to our limited events.
Okay.
Meine Damen und Herren,
Yeah, that's down.
bitte begeben Sie sich zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit zum nächsten Schutzraum. Дамы и господа, в качестве меры предосторожности и для вашей безопасности просим пройти...
Put your visitors and your animals at risk. Not good. Really not good.
As a precautionary measure...
Repair request acknowledged. Understood.
Señoras y señores, como medida de precaución y por su seguridad, diríjanse al refugio más cercano. 各位先生女士，作为预防措施以及为了您的安全，请至与您最近的避难所避难。
Repair crew reporting
Chers
in.
visiteurs, par mesure de précaution et pour votre sécurité, veuillez gagner l'abri le plus proche.
Acknowledging asset collection
Para
request.
sua segurança, prossigam. O abrigo mais próximo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for
What? Oh. That one really wasn't entirely on me. Balls. Why on earth were they angry?
Assets in the air. Transporting asset.
lawsuit is going to be more difficult. Keep my eye on them. Dang it! I did everything I could to make sure that that doesn't happen again. What happens again? That. Alright. Are you planning, little dude? Let's go. That's just go. Yeah, I guess they're towards the longest sword right now. What happened? They decided we're gonna do this because we can. What? There. Except for right there. God damn it. Gosh, dang it. Well, that sucked. In all honesty, I thought they were happy. That was my fault. Now I know. That's a skill. Yeah, I know. Armor per minute, 69, 20, 226. That went downhill real quick. A $149 lawsuit? Thousand, in fact. That's brutal. Whoops. Oh my god. That was not supposed to happen? Alright, defense. We need defense. I don't want it aggressive. Okay. So I guess we have two research teams. Research Team Alpha, Research Team Beta. Interesting. Oh, all those are so expensive. Alright, one thing at a time. We need another Dilophosaur. I don't know what happened to cause our Dilophosaurs to do that, but yikes. I'm just checking the fences because I can. Sorry if you guys hear like a Pokemon like item received notification. That is my notification for my phone. And you guys know the like old Nokia satellite phones and all that sort of stuff ringtone? If you hear that out in public, don't mind it. Especially if you see me in person, if I ever do a face reveal, don't mind it. Panicking? What are you panicking for? They don't like the electric fences. Well, maybe if you didn't break out the first time, I wouldn't have to resort to this. Such is the way of life. And they're returning. There they are. What are you about to do, Lilith? Like, what? What are you doing? What you doing? Nightmare Escalation Dungeon. I don't know what that is. Dungeons last longer in search for a specific demon, more tiers, longer dungeons, harder enemies. And for what exactly? Ah, seasonal mission. Okay, that explains it. Why can't I get this would do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're never too old to visit our new toy shop.
Thanks to this freaking lovely thing, because I am going to be posting this on YouTube now, so. Because apparently, YouTube has a thing about cussing, which people cuss. Oh well, that's not your fault, YouTube. If you get complaints, maybe don't listen to complaints from parents. Clearly they aren't paying attention to their children and what they're watching. I've heard kids who knew what sex was at their toddler age. Like very young kids, still in like elementary school, who know what sex is. Because of parents. That's how you raise them right. You teach them the world, and you're like, now that you know, do with that knowledge as you will. But nope. Parents who don't like when their kids are like learning how to cuss and all that from YouTube. No, they don't go, oh, well, sweetie, don't say that. It can mean very hurtful things, or, you know, people might take it the wrong way. No, they just go, it's YouTube's fault. Like, come on. It's not that deep. You don't gotta go up to the creators who are trying to make a living. And, what, they cuss once and now you're like, oop, they cuss, time to report. Oh, man. That's how you ruin the experience with the viewers and all that. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because, again, it's going on YouTube. And YouTube, again, it's not your job to babysit. You have YouTube Kids now. You can drop the thing of no cussing for mature content creators. Maybe not do that. For certain parts. So yeah, again, YouTube, if you do hear like a bit of cussing every now and again, just know that if some random parents like, I don't like because they have cussing in your thing, you're accountable.
Supplies replenished. Assets in range.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Bracken. Alright, who's contaminated my plan? That way it doesn't
Leader level replenished.
if they don't like cussing and think there's so many channels, like there's so many channels that don't have cussing they can go to. And if it's their favorite game, then well, then don't complain about the cussing. It's really not that hard. And this is to the people out there. it's really not that hard to not be a little snowflake. I'm a snowflake in a different sense. I cannot deal with pain very well. I feel like I want to cry. It stings. Yeah. But that's because our skin and underneath it is so sensitive that, yeah, you're gonna want to cry. Yeah. But when you start moving that thing, that injury a lot, I recently learned this because I ride a skateboard, right? And this is while I was working, because I'm currently looking for another job.
And my other place didn't like that. But I cannot say how much it was just easy to get back on it, ride off, move your body, and the pain? What pain? So if you ride a skateboard or a bike or anything and you get an injury, literally the term walk it off for like a minor scratch, the term comes into fruition because it's true. Just walk it off. Again, you stupid things that say best viewers on whatever website. Stop coming in to my chat and saying that. You ain't funny, you ain't cute. It's just annoying. And I'm surprised Twitch is allowing bots to do that. Like, I can see if they're actually people and they're trying to advertise stuff so they can get revenue. How about don't? Come into my channel and advertise free viewers that I have to pay for? Nah. Ain't gonna fly with me, buddy. Ooh, we could get a new dinosaur. Sorry that got to like the serious topics and all that, but come on. Come on, people, you're better than this. And to those who don't whine and complain, kudos to you. Really. Now we can get a Nasuceratops. And it didn't even cost that much. But yeah, no. All of that aside, I am very excited to learn our new killer that I'm going to be maining. But now that I got that message clear to YouTube about they're not babysitters for parents' children, I know I'm saying this again, but YouTube, just tell them, oh well, you cannot control how people are. The more you try to do that for all of that, the more you're gonna realize that you're gonna make some people feel like they can't do anything and they are limited, and make themselves feel insecure that they can't say certain stuff, certain topics, all of that, that's like concerning them. I mean, hell, there are people that you have on YouTube and Twitch, and this is out there to everybody, that are very toxic. I've been getting into like YouTubers who talk about these streamers and all that. So I'm thinking about getting a Nightbot, so that way it can be like, if you do see these people, let me know, or let the 3 content creators that I watch know, so that way they can see if it was justified or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are...
What can I say? You did good.
We're gonna need a nod to Ceratops again.
I've got a unique and challenging opportunity. Be warned, though. This one may get a little rough. But then no one said this job was always going to be pretty, right?
Well, no.
Up for the challenge, I see. Good. This task is going to test your skills and your will. See, we're setting up a situation in which we will have dinosaurs in competition. Kinetic action, like it happens in nature. Survival of the fittest. Step 1. Construct or modify an enclosure so that it's capable of supporting dinosaur combat. You'll need to incubate, hatch, and house dinosaurs within this enclosure.
Are we crossing a line here? Because it feels like we're crossing a line, creating the conditions for these animals to engage one another? To use their primal, instinctual drive to hunt and kill as a testing ground for what exactly?
Frick. That's not good.
I've received an offer that will definitely help the science division, and can help you as well.
But yeah, again, YouTube, you're not their parents. And to the parents out there who complain about the cussing, because yeah, you're gonna hear it everywhere. It's nowhere new. You'll hear it out in public. What are you gonna do? Go up to the person and be like, you shouldn't be cussing in front of children? They're people. They are people. You're not their parent. You can, at that point, you're harassing, and someone can call the police on you for verbal harassment. If you get really into it on how they're in the wrong, and they can't express with words. Like if you stub your toe, first thing out of my mouth, bonk. I will say this, I've had years where I wanted to cuss, but I couldn't. So I would say like fudge, get real close to it as I can and feel better. But when I got out of my parents' house and started cussing, oh my gosh, how much of a stress reliever that is to finally cuss. Like, fully cuss. No remorse. For how people feel. It was amazing. You're okay with the population right now, aren't you? Yeah, you're okay. Look, Nasu, Ceratops. Oh my god, you guys require 3? Dude.
Here we have a Pseudoceratops, a member of the ceratopsian family. It sports horns above its eyes, not unlike our modern cattle.
Well, yeah. But again, sorry that I got into like a very serious topic on YouTube. Everybody, I just had the problem, and that's why I haven't posted my VODs onto YouTube. Okay. But, again, now that I'm getting this message out to YouTube, I'm gonna be posting, while I'm doing the nurse run for our next reset, I'm going to be posting my thoughts on it, because I know there's a lot of frustrating things and all that, so, oh my god, please tell me you're not gonna go on a rampage yet. Alright, you guys are slowly getting uncomfortable, but I can get this. As long as this does not fail, we will be good. I say that and then all of a sudden it's gonna fail. I have that luck. In fact, last night, I was playing DVD and Loth was, like, listening to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, how long is this going to take for people to just stay in? And then all of a sudden it's like, please don't leave. And she's like, leave? Okay. And 2 people left after that. And I'm like, oh my god. They actually left. And we just started laughing because she got a convenience.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now,
we are pleased to welcome
content. Are you content with the population? You are content with population. These are all the dinosaurs we're gonna need in here. Ain't no question about it. So, the Dilophosaur is still going. Apparently, they are terrified of the electric fences. That is interesting. So, yeah. Next time, because I do have a YouTube channel. It's not much. I only have like a few episodes in it. There's like one of Skyrim, one of Spore, and then I stopped playing because I kept on forgetting that I'm recording shit. So, yeah. You know what actually baffles me about YouTube? The fact that people have to go out of their way, like me, to tell them, why are you letting parents who can't control their own children tell you how to run your algorithm? I mean, look at Jacksepticeye. He still cusses, yes, but that's because his whole thing is cussing. He's Irish. That is such a rude, stereotypical thing to say, but it's true. He is Irish.
Yes. You've replenished our stock of young dinosaurs. That will keep our research operating at 100% efficiency.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Dilophosaurus to the park.
Okay. I don't know why they did that. Looking for water? Yeah, you just gotta incubate, drink, and eat. Now, hopefully, that thing doesn't happen again. But yeah, no. The fact that people like me, who are concerned how snowflake parents who can't control their own children and what they do, like, ruin a great experience for content creators who are new and like cussing too, because it's a stress reliever. It's like, really? Yeah, let's actually incubate the Velociraptor Velociraptor here. Hopefully, and I mean hopefully, can we make this thing weaker? Resilience, attack. No, we can't. That's a shame. But like, come on. You're literally allowing people to dictate how YouTube works. You're your own company.
We don't always get offers like this. Consider it carefully.
Like, seriously, it baffles me. That parents are like that. Like, if I had a child, I don't care if they cuss. As long as they use it proper and all that, I wouldn't care. They're using it in the correct terms. They're not using it to be mean or anything. They're expressing themselves. And that's all it is. It's just a way of expressing yourself. So you hear a child cussing. What, you're gonna sue their parents? Like, ooh, you cuss, I'm gonna sue your parents. Like, really? Talking about YouTube and stuff for parents who don't know how to raise their children. This is the topic I got into. It appeared in my... It popped in my head and I wanted to discuss about it. Because I have nothing else to discuss.
It's not like I don't talk about your dinosaurs.
Oh god. But again, that's just me, man. I am gonna be posting this on my YouTube, and from now on, there's gonna be tons of stuff being posted on there too. It'll be under the same name. You'll find me very easily. But yeah, I'm sorry that I was on that subject. It was just, I got nothing else to really talk about. And with toxic communities like some DVD streamers and all that, yeah, it's a problem because one of the recent episodes I watched was a group, a SWIF, if you will. And for those who don't know what SWIF is, it's Survival Friends. If they lose to a woman in DBD, a woman, and no, this is not a sexist group, they have two female friends and two guys, and all that. Kudos to the person who actually tried to stop them from what they were thinking about doing, but could have done a lot more. They were saying so many things like, oh, it's a woman, and like, okay, first of all, don't make it sound
This is what we've been working toward. Time to let them fight. Let's make sure we're all on a forward posture from this point on. Okay?
My people are in place to observe this interaction.
I think you mean slaughter?
You believe in nature, don't you, Dr. Malcolm? We are simply enabling it.
Oh,
No, you're manipulating it, and the outcome of your actions cannot be known.
I thought you liked the unknown, Dr. Malcolm. Proceed with the test.
Increased income gives us more flexibility for our research. Thanks.
That's not good. Well, if that is happening, then let's get another Velociraptor here.
Dr. Wu's observers need to study the Victor. Let's keep him safe.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't here to witness what happened. There was blood, wasn't there? Claws and teeth and roaring aren't really my thing.
Exit confirmed.
It really sucks that that had to happen.
En route to pick up the
But
asset.
yeah, no, what they did was like, and this is something you should not joke about. And I recently learned that a lot of female streamers have follower-only chats for a reason. Because of the guys who were doing the stream. And they were, I can't tell if they were joking or being serious about it, but they said they were going to dox her. Which, for those who don't know, that is very bad to joke about.
I'll keep this brief. There's a new contract.
That is like
Review it.
number one, no.
Asset
On
being captured.
People are afraid of what they don't understand. But these islands, and the dinosaurs that inhabit them, can change that fear to something else. Hope. Maybe. I don't know. But the key is to get as many folks here as you can.
And the other streamer, she was chill. Like, she's like, I'm not too worried about it. And there it was like, oh, well, they called me a coward because she was running an Aura build and playing Huntress with Eerie Head on Huntress. Which, kudos. I've recently faced an Eerie Head thrower and they've really only used it for close combat to make sure they guarantee the hit. But this chick, she didn't need to be close at all. She was really good. Oh, we got Stormrun coming. But the group were so butthurt that they lost to this woman that they joked about that. And it's just like, first of all, if you ever need to joke about something, don't joke about that. That is all I'm saying. That is a number one no. That is something that's either A, if you are serious and you do it, that is putting them at risk. You are actively encouraging human harm in that situation. If you joke.
Ladies and gentlemen,
for increasing our guest numbers. Put that one in the win column.
Yeah, I was kind of right on that. But seriously, don't I have There we go.
En route to collect the asset.
You ever do feel like you need to do that? Don't be a
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience.
You have a community and you do that. What are they gonna do next with that info? Some who don't think with their fucking heads are gonna be like, oh yeah, clearly if they're doing it, that's a fine thing to do. No. And if you ever do think like that, you are the reason why sometimes Twitch has rules. That's why there's stuff that have rules. And I don't mean to get on serious topics, but I have nothing really to talk about, and I'm just like the whole talk about YouTube and their whole algorithm about the whole don't cuss thing is kind of BS. I want to get onto other streaming platforms and how communities can be harmed by wrong influence. And I want my community to be like,
asset has been transported.
That's LGBTQ, or plus, that's religions and all that. I could care less about who you are as a person. The only thing I care about is you don't be mean to people. You don't do any harm to someone verbally or emotionally or physically. That's all I care about. What are you doing? Why can't I click?
Wasn't pretty to look at, but it appears Dr. Wu and his scientists have the data they were after. So, well done. And be thankful we don't have to clean up that mess. Lambert out.
I don't understand what they're doing in the facilities. They certainly have enough data from the past, anomalous events on the islands to assess how the dinosaurs engage and kill one another and us. No, there's another agenda. One I intend to discover.
Señoras y señores, como medida de precaución y por su seguridad, diríjanse al refugio más cercano.
I've got a new offer for you to review.
Ladies gentlemen, we
Alright,
apologize.
everything's fine. Everything's good. Just need to repair that. But, yeah, no.
Responding to repair request.
The community that I want is one that everybody can look forward to. Like, yeah, are we going to be, like, joking around, calling them cheaters and all that when we face them and we don't know? Yeah. But we're not, but once we see that
Request
they
received.
aren't,
Responding
like,
to repair.
never mind. That's
Task
more on me.
received.
That's kind of like, there you go. All you gotta do is just apologize. But if you, like, apologize without feeling
No
needed,
problem.
don't. Because first of all, you said those things. Second of all, if you apologize for saying those things and, like, acknowledge you shouldn't have said it in the first place, then that's fine. But, like, if you continuously do it, then you are the problem. Sirs, are you okay? I am trying. I hired these people. But, yeah.
Commencing repair.
Of course, I can't speak for all streamers. I can only speak for myself. Alright. I guess I should transport him away from the fence.
Asset requiring collection.
Again, do apologize for serious topic and all that. After seeing how many people there are of that and ruining communities and making a bad example, I have my own input there. And this is me being concerned. I'm not wanting to lash out, I'm not wanting to do anything like that, I'm just concerned. I'm concerned for the well-being of people. I'm concerned for
Transportation underway.
everything that everyone stands for. But, like, my only rule is if you have something and you're like, say you're Christian. Don't be like one of those Christians that are like, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, nah, yada yada yada. You're not
Asset has been
really
delivered.
following the rules of your own. You're using that as a crutch to get your dick. Like those who say I'm Christian and LGBTQ it shouldn't be a thing. No, there's actual quotes in it that say that there's a different point of view than what you just read. I'm not going to bash your religion, I'm not going to do that now. I'm just making you aware that if you are that type of person, this may not be the place for you. And if you do harass my viewers and be like, you're supporting a bi man, yes, I am bi. I may not seem like it, but I do get like the hot for some, and there's like a few out there that I find attractive. But nah, I'm good. Like the feelings are there, 100%. the channel for you. We don't do that. We don't deal with that. We're here to be a community. We're here to support you. There's actually a Twitch streamer, Kelly Weaver, who actually came into my stream to like games and all that. It was like chatting at the stream. I was like, well, let's go figure him out. What's going on? And I'm like, you know what we do in here? Like, I wasn't being aggressive or anything, but I was not expecting him to do a follow for follow thing. That's not what I was aiming for. No, I was showing my support and followed him. And he decided, I'm gonna
Now,
follow
this
you too.
contract is perfect for improving the security division. I'd be disappointed if you reject it.
So, yeah. I don't mind religions or anything like that. You can be a Satanist, and I could care less. What am I gonna do? Say religion or no? That's your religion. I ain't your fucking parent. Yeah. If I started doing that, I wouldn't have made a channel at all. Why would I be a hypocrite of saying don't force things onto people and all that, just to turn around and do exactly what I said not to do? Like, come on. Speaking of, we can actually make our platform over to here. Sweet. And again, everybody, I know I'm apologizing so much for this, but being on a serious topic sometimes is like showing how serious things can be. And I'm no new soul to how serious things can be. I'm not lost on that. I don't know what I'm gonna do here, but I'm gonna do something. How far does this reach? I want a storm shelter right up here. What's the difference? Oh. But yeah. That's just my point of view on stuff.
Your bottom line is looking as good as mine. I'm kidding, of course. There's no way it'll ever look as good as mine.
And of course, I already did put up a warning label on my Twitch for the parents out there who are looking at this to see if it's like a good thing for a child. Not all creators are going to teach your child how to do the wrong thing. I want to be a creator that not only can kids inspire to be like, oh, he's a really nice person and all that. No, I'm not. That is one thing that I want to inspire people to do the right thing. You know, not be a dick or anything like that. Just go with the flow. Don't care what people tell you. In hindsight, it's actually pretty nice to know that there's someone out there who's wanting to show the caring compassion of silly things like this. this you would expect like a teenager to play because they love dinosaurs, and I'm a full-grown man playing a game like this because it's my favorite game. I can't see where that place is. No power. What do you mean no power? Oh. What do you mean no power? Okay. No, I see how that one's no power. Over here needing power? Why aren't you getting power? But yeah, no. Again, apologies for anyone who's here for a silly moment. I had to get that off my chest. And I wanted to talk about it. So yeah, no, this is a community for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, what sexuality you are. There's asexuals out there. And the whole point of asexual is they don't care about sex or anything. At least I think that's correct, right? Yeah, no sexual attraction towards anyone. Like, I don't care who you are, or religion, or anything. As long as you're nice to your community and everything, I call that a win. Because that's what it is. Oh, you all are over here. Let's see. No, just because I can. Alright, they're both just chilling. So that's good. But yeah, no, it's... Right, I have plenty of dinos. There's videos out there that's like, there's people out there in YouTube who have this up permanently from their VODs. And what does YouTube do? We don't care. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. And it's like, you guys really don't care about your communities or anything like that? Completely off topic. I should be doing research. But yeah.
safe to say I'm putting my point of view out there. We should probably get that. That looks more useful. Now let's see how some of these work with population. I'm hoping a Chung doesn't require more than that. Let's see what we can talk about. I'm out of stuff to talk about. And we just got into that series talking. I want to go away from it because I know for some people that it's not their cup of tea. So what all do we want to talk about? Actually, while we're waiting for stuff, we're actually going to do some stuff on stream and customizing some stuff. You know what? Let's add a text here. Let's see. Where's text? There it is. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks wonderful.
Wrangling prehistoric nature isn't easy, but you're doing the job, and doing it well.
But yeah, for all those who didn't quite get them, if anything, if you don't know, Nurse is up next for Killer. For me to understand and see how they're being played. Why some Nurse actually play except for one thing, and that's she's as a nurse. She's up there in the S rank of killers.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Thought that all killers are probably not ranked. Turns out, the reason why Myers specifically have to tell, which I did not do, I thought that if they told, they would mean. No, Myers, I found out, is kind of an exception. They are bottom of the barrel of killers. They require you to stalk and everything, while other killers are meant for chase. Myers is a stealth that can't chase very well.
Unless you have, like, play with your food and have, like, all the stacks for it. But, yeah, Myers is bottom of the barrel, I found out, and that's why someone can tunnel. I'm not saying that tunneling is a good thing, and if you intentionally play Myers just to tunnel, don't. There's so many killers out there you can try out and have more fun with than just tunneling and running games. But if you do, in fact, enjoy playing Myers and are wondering why you're not getting some stuff without really going into the research on why it's happening, there's your reason. He's just one of the worst killers. I'm not saying that he's bad. Nah, if anything, I love facing a good Myers. They scare the shit out of me. It's like, stay over there. I don't need any of that nonsense. You can chase the others, but please don't come after me. I am a precious little baby. I'm not, by the way. I'm just joking. But my point stands. But yeah, Nurse, an S tier killer. Her build, which if you guys haven't seen in my 2v8, when I was going about it alone, or I don't know if I even got it on stream. I was with I think it was Ghostface, and I was like, hey, sorry, I'm now like learning about Nurse. This dude, all the hugs to him. He tried to carry as much as he could, and I was the one that was slacking because I didn't know how to play Nurse. I told him I didn't know how to play this killer, and they're like, oh, it's alright. Nurse is one of the hardest killers to learn. I'm like, you're one of the people that I inspire to be like. Like, understand where people's point of view come from. And, just last stream, actually, on DVD, we had a person come into the stream, which I didn't know they did, and ask why I see double flashlighting as toxic. And we both get into the topic. Chill, not yelling, not cursing each other out. Like, oh, you're just bad at the game or anything like that. No, we just sat there, talked, and listened to each other's point of view. His point of view on double flashlights, yeah, it sucks. He's faced it multiple times too. Which further proves my belief that survivors shouldn't just be mean to killers a lot. Oh my god. I can get even more out of this. Is this gonna be the first 100? Nah, there's no way. Still need to get a lot more Velociraptor gems so we can get it to 100. But like, when a survivor and a killer, especially a survivor and a killer mains, just chat up a storm, just chat up a storm. Put out their point of view on how something can be toxic and not toxic. Which he made me see that double flashlighting is more of a tactic of survival. Which, yeah, but it's like, at that point you're kind of making it unable to play a bit. Like, yeah, you're providing more time for your teammate, but there's already a flashlight stun, there's a pallet stun. Just go on with your way. They were indeed a P60 Wesker, which kudos to that man. Let's see. Yeah, we just chatted up a storm on different point of views on it. He understood why it can be toxic, and I understood why it's not toxic. No yelling, no nothing, just a mutual understanding. We both said our farewells and went on our way. No fights, no nothing. And that's something that some toxic DVD creators don't understand. You don't need to be toxic at all. You can come to a mutual understanding with survivors and killers on both ends and come out being normal. No need for theatrics, no need for any hostility. A mutual understanding goes a really long way. And that's what I like. I really like a mutual understanding of how things can be. Because one, it shows you're not alone in that feeling. It should encourage you on speaking out more on your concerns about something. Though I will say, DVD, the double flashlight, I think there should be a... I think that's... Nah, it's good. It's good. In fact, it was my bad gameplay that, I got double flashlighted, so... And it was their smart move. So... Don't change anything about it. And to killers out there who are like, oh, well, now you're siding with survivors, I'm a survivor and killer main. If you get double flashlighted, think on how you can avoid it without excessive slugging. I will admit I did push slugging a little bit there, but that was my tactic because they were right there. They were ready for the save. I couldn't do anything on picking her up without chasing them away. I wasn't gonna go full on them because they were already hooked. But when I saw the double flashlight, I was like, alright, I guess being that sort of way wasn't a really good idea, so now I gotta kill the flashlighters off. So I started with the Laura, who was also a Twitch streamer, so I do apologize. That one was on me. I did lose 3 of them. Not bad. But again, good God. I just remembered we were also on the topic of the Lara Croft, who we found. I wanted to say that DVD, there's a person out there with Star Player, I can't remember which number, but they were a Lara Croft skin. And I think they're on console, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it's like a thing you can do, but can we get to 100? There's no way. Hold on, peeps. Hold on. We're getting a dinosaur to 100 right here, right now. Or, to 1. fill in the holes and complete the code. We have a complete genome. We have our first complete genome. I'm actually about to cry. Oh, storm. It's wonderful. Because we have more dinosaurs that are near it and we can't get them to 100 yet. But we completed an achievement.
Our weather forecast has
And
been updated.
goes
Storm
all
warning level has
to-
been raised.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting emotional when I burp. Jesus. That's not fair. But again, I digress. If you do see someone with Star Player and they, like, again, this person could have quit with the rest of the team. Could have been like, oh, if everybody's quitting, then I'm gonna quit. They could have done that. And I would not have blamed them because I'm not gonna lie, I was running Merciless Storm. I know how painful it is. But that to me is like
Due to the dangerous weather conditions, please seek secure shelter until the conditions have passed.
there's a person out there.
В качестве меры предосторожности и для вашей безопасности просим пройти к ближайшему убежищу. As a precautionary measure and for your safety,
I'm back on this
proceed to your nearest
I just
shelter.
got done
Señoras
talking
y
about it.
señores, como medida de precaución y por su seguridad, diríjanse al refugio más cercano.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience experienced during our recent handling of anomalous events.
And they helped me deal with the boss that the other survivors left. Because, again, I'm playing Merciless Storm. And I bet they're like, I don't want to face Merciless Storm. And I'm like, it's understandable, but if you don't like it, then at that point, you're going to most likely complain to DVD, be like, oh, Merciless Storm, so it's not. I completed a gen with Merciless Storm on Doctor before. You just gotta be patient. You gotta be keen on your senses. Oh, Lord did lots of storage. And it's just really nice. They helped me get rid of the bots, right? And at first they're like, here's the toolbox, and I'm like, nah man, you're good. So, or what's the flashlight? I can't remember. But after we got rid of the boss, we just looked at each other and I'm like, let's go find Hash for you. And she follows me, as a survivor does when they're the last one and you're like showing no hostility towards them. And it's just really Survivor must be feeling. I've had it happen to me once before, and the killer was like, "Oh well, free win." Or sometimes I get also lucky, and they're actually nice. What I'm saying is, if you do have a lobby, and majority of them quit on you. Funny thing was, I know I did this on a stream. I slugged, and there was a Claudette. All four of them were piling on one another, and it was like a ruthless storm. I was carrying the Claudette who had rolled it over. If the Claudette player did not DC, she would have gotten Hatch. Let me rephrase that. She would have gotten Hatch. Not by choice. By me. The Claudette literally found the bot, of course. Literally found the Hatch. And was like, alright, I need to jump down the stairs. And there was Hatch right there as soon as she got down onto the floor, and I couldn't hit her. And I was like, if that Claudette had left, she would have gotten it herself. And that's what I mean by there's gonna be people out there who quit last second, now realize they can win and rub it in the killer's face. Like, again, don't rub in the killer's face like, haha, you're bad or something. Like, like GG is kind of our fault that we were piling on one another, and you had to chase one of us down just to complete it and be like, there's your punishment. I actually faced a hack who did that, and I understood. They're like, sorry about the slug, and I was like, it was their fault for piling on. Literally, it was my own teammates' fault that we lost that round. And what did they do? They bought. The hag was already carrying me and taking me to hook, and I was like, let's just get this over with. So, yeah. Survivors out there. If anything, don't give up last second. Don't make bad decisions. Like, yeah, there's gonna be times where you want to, but like, where's the point?
With a rep like yours, you'll soon have the loyalty of the entire security division.
Our income is actually doing pretty decent, but we can do more. Last time I had 3 full Velociraptors, they, where's my Velociraptors? Oh. What are they doing? They're good. Don't give up last second, even if you think hope is lost. To those who don't like slugging, and had I complained about it, there are literally perks out there that prevent slugging so much. I even made a build that says don't leave me on the ground. Because it is literally a 60% recovery speed and guarantee to get up. Because of no Mither, Soul Guard, I'm planning on getting Tenacity to finish the build. And Unbreakable. You can literally make a build based on punishing the killer for slugging. And with no Mither, you don't drop blood, so they can't tell where you are. It's kind of like a win-win there, don't you think? I digress. I think I'm gonna do like a shorter stream this time. And all that. Because I know that this is a niche game and not a lot of people want to watch this and all that. So I'll be cutting it shorter than the usual post this on my YouTube. And hopefully, maybe, no, or definitely, gonna be posting from Nerds onwards VODs. And I can't really do with Alien Isolation. I'm already far enough to the point where if you post and be like, "Ooh, this is episode 1," and it's like, "No, this isn't. You're way too far in the game to be episode 1." It's gonna make it seem like it's a bad thing, and I don't want that. I mean, with Phasmophobia, I could just do it whenever. But yeah, I digress. Just be really supportive of one another, be kind to one another, and just have fun. Don't be rude, don't be anything like that. I'm sure one day we can all get together and have a talk about mistakes that we've made. I swear, if the Raptors reacted the way they do in movies, that would have been a big oopsie on my part. But yeah, no, here we are all about understanding one another, wanting to help them understand and come to terms with stuff, comfort them, have a really good positive vibes and outlook for everybody. Help them see that the world isn't always so bad as it seems, as much as we can. Like, yeah, they're definitely gonna be like, well, this happened, that, this, that, and why did it have to happen, and all that. All we have to do in order to make them feel like they're heard and stuff is like, don't say, "I understand your pain." Nah. Say like, "It's rough. That sort of shit shouldn't be happening. And it sucks that it happened to you." Like, hardcore. Make them understand that you are feeling what they're feeling. Don't be like, "Oh, I've been through that," or anything like that, because then they'll be like, yeah, everybody has, but you're stating something that they probably heard a lot of times and just hate it. An example, if you say that you shouldn't really be feeling that way when it's like something emotional, it's kind of like, I'm not going to be able to be heard. But when you say like, "I understand how you're feeling," and all of that, it's kind of like, hey, maybe I can get through this. So yeah, that's what this community is gonna be about. It should be about, and will always be about. We're here to make sure everybody just has fun. And YouTube, now that it's getting closer to the time that I want to stop streaming. Hello, you can come check me out on Twitch. Currently looking for a job, so if anything, you guys won't be affected. But if you ever do want to come over, say hi to my streams, say hi to the viewers at home who are live with us right now in this VOD, come say hi. We'd love to have you here. Anyways, but yeah, this I think is going to be a really nice addition to our streaming. Of course, Legion was eerie, Doctor just got to eerie actually. And Deathslinger we weren't that good with, but that's expected with killers that we don't know about and that aren't close range based. Like, it's expected. And with Nurse, this is going to be really expected with me. I am not going to be able to get a lot done. I'm going to try to apply pressure, and if anything, if they do sort of trash talk, it's like, okay, you dealt with a new killer who doesn't know how this killer works. And if they ask why choose a killer you don't know, I'm just going to be straightforward. I'm doing this every rink. Of course, some killers we won't be able to use, like Myers, Bubba, Freddy, I think it was Amanda, Ghostface, Pyramid, Nemi. Now, this one is currently do not have, so I am going to put that there, so is gonna be a safe haven for people. I don't know why that happened. The only reason why I'm only specifically doing Pinhead with Do Not Own is because he is out of license and is no longer in the game to be bought. So that's why I have Do Not Own. I should be putting that on everybody that's DLC, but I think Pinhead, you know what? Now we're definitely putting this on like the ones that we definitely do not own and all that. That way it's like, alright, we understand. And that way if I'm like saying like, ooh, let's choose our next killer, these can immediately be out of being picked. Oh, and of course Demi. I don't have Demi. of course, later down the line... Jesus, that is a lot of killers I do not own. Alright. Let's see.
There's so much to do here in the parks that sometimes it can be overwhelming. Think about building a rhythm, research and expeditions, fossil extractions, build new attractions, keep our visitors entertained with a variety of dinosaurs, and keep your park secure, huh? It's a little like spinning plates. Just don't let any of them fall.
There we go. But yeah, all the killers that aren't like being like do not own is because we can just unlock them anytime we want. So if like we want to get them and they'll be next on the pickings and they were chosen, I'll save up the Eerie shards just to get them and play as them. Of course, again, Clown is 100% going to be the last killer that I pick. I know that there's people who hate voice crack, who hate on Clown a lot. So that's why I'm choosing him last. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, well, since this latest update, that's why you're playing him, yada yada yada. No, it's because he's my last killer that I have to go to. Like Kaneki, that's just gonna be a little too easy, in my opinion. But again, thank you all so much for joining me this stream. I know I'm cutting it way shorter than usual. But yeah, I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Of course, we're not that big for me to be talking to a lot of you guys that are like big on because I know some of you guys are either tired and trying to relax or just vibing, lurking, and you guys don't really have anything to discuss or want to talk about. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna cut this short, put my point of views out there on community stuff and what we're all about for YouTube to understand and hear us, and who knows, maybe if people who see it on there, it's like, oh wow, he has a Twitch and all that. It's gonna be like, alright, let's check him out one of these days and all that. I definitely should do a text here for like check schedule and all that. But yeah, again, I know this was more of like a way of trying to discuss stuff, put my point of views out there and all that, and I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming by, saying hi, and just really vibing, because that's what we do. We like to vibe. Can I do like one of these and then like, no, dang it. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me this stream. I know we got into like serious topics and all that, was and wasn't my intention, but hearing some, like, talking about other stuff led to other stuff and yada yada yada. Again, I do apologize. We're not always serious, we try to goof off and all that. But, again, thank you all so much for joining me this stream. I hope to catch you all next